There is no better than adversity. Every defeat, every heartbreak, every loss contains its own seed, its own lesson on how to improve your performance the next time. Malcolm X. I failed to earn the promotion that I spent a month and a half prepping for. I felt like I had it in the bag after grinding after hours to really make sure that I had everything I needed in my arsenal to succeed. This fact only made it sting worse when I was denied for a role that I know I would have crushed if given the opportunity. In any case, I was not able to provide enough value to my superiors and I was passed up. Perhaps this was a blessing in disguise, but only time will tell. My hope is that this video will help you in your lives wherever and whenever you are rejected or experience the loss of something that is near and dear to your heart. I honestly think that this topic is especially relevant given the unfortunate circumstances that many people may find themselves in due to this pandemic. For those of you going through tough times at the moment, this one's for you. Failure is a part of life. Without loss, there is little chance for someone to reach their full potential. In other words, if you are born with a silver spoon in your mouth and never feel the pain of loss or rejection, it is unlikely that you'd be able to grow into the person that you were meant to be. It is apparent that we learn much more from our losses than our successes. The feeling of failure is often much more powerful than the emotions associated with winning. In this case, I will definitely not forget the pain that I felt after this rejection, but I won't ignore it. I'll sit on it and remind myself that perfection is unattainable and that the feelings of sadness, frustration, and stress are normal when experiencing failure. The next question I have to ask myself is, what am I going to do with all of this negative energy that is pent up inside me? Giving up obviously isn't an option, so the only thing I can do is press forward and continue to better myself. I would probably recommend the same attitude from anyone that is going through something similar. I'm one of those people that hate defeat more than I like winning, and the thought of failure really drives me. However, it's this failure that may prevent talented individuals from realizing their full potential and will likely lead them to live a life of mediocrity. Knowing this, you really have only two options. From my experience, individuals choose one of two paths: avoiding confrontation, risks, and uncomfortable situations, or embracing challenges and diving headfirst into demanding high-pressure environments. Regardless of what path a person chooses, they will experience pain in one form or another. The people that refuse to take risks for fear of failure will feel the ache of what their lives could have been had they pushed past their biggest obstacle: themselves. On the other hand, the individuals that decide to ignore the possibility of loss and strive for success no matter what the cost are those that will win, and will fail many times in the process. However, the lessons that are learned from facing adversity are powerful character builders so long as you take responsibility and ownership for your actions. Nothing illustrates this point better than Michael Jordan's quote, "I've missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I've lost almost 300 games. 26 times I've been trusted to take the game-winning shot and missed. I've failed over and over again in my life. And that is why I succeed." MJ failed more times than most people ever will, but he's still universally recognized as the greatest player to ever compete in the sport of basketball. Success is oftentimes right around the corner in the moments after overcoming self-doubt and uncertainty. In either scenario stated above, there will be pain associated with the choice that a person decides to make. It is imperative that you begin to welcome failure and learn to be comfortable being uncomfortable. After failing over 1,000 times to create the light bulb, Thomas Edison once famously stated that he didn't fail 1,000 times, the light bulb was just an invention with 1,000 steps. This is an example of the type of attitude that is needed to be successful in all facets of life, business, and personal alike. Ultimately, the person who can push through setbacks, handle rejection, and accept feedback will be miles ahead than those that make excuses, ignore constructive criticism, and refuse to learn from their mistakes. In my case, I appreciate the rejection that I just received. I know it sounds cliche, but what doesn't kill you truly makes you stronger. This isn't the first time that I've failed, and it likely won't be the last, but I'm okay with that. I will continue to bet on myself because I know I'm capable of whatever I set my mind to, and so are you. Never rely on others to tell you what you are worth, because oftentimes you will be disappointed with the outcome. There are countless examples of some of the brightest minds among the likes of Steve Jobs, Bill Gates, and Elon Musk that were told no, fired, or rejected for roles because their strengths were located within them in a place that most people couldn't detect. Pain is inevitable, but how you handle it will dictate your future outcome. Do you choose to numb that pain with drugs, alcohol, or do you use that negative energy as fuel to better yourself and achieve your goals? You already have everything that you need to be successful within you. Learn to handle rejection and loss. It's a part of life. Do you want your name to be associated with average, or do you want to make an impact in the world and leave a lasting legacy for your family? The choice is yours.